Steer more, please.
God. Oh, that was bad.
And how many serious faults are you going to do today?
0, 0, 0.
Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we have another mock driving test. Before we get started with the mock driving test, as always, anybody who still needs to take their driving test will benefit from this video that's coming up, this advertisement for the ultimate driving course. If you already passed your driving test, then just skip the next couple of minutes.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Okay, so today we have Erika. Yeah. So guys, the learners here, they've not had any driving lessons with me. They're just here for me to assess their driving. So we're going to do a mock driving test and see if there's any faults that you make. Yeah, so you're ready for your actual driving test, which you told me you got in a few weeks.
Correct.
So could you tell me a bit about your driving, Erika?
I've started right before lockdown, had a crash course, and then right before I had my test they closed everything down, so the next test I had was in December, and I failed that one unfortunately, so I'm gonna try again and see how good I am right now.
So what did you fail? How many serious faults did you have?
I think I had like 20 minutes and then they stopped and then we came back.
So what was the fault on? Do you remember?
The fault was that I waited too long to make my right turn with oncoming traffic.
Okay. So it's for
hesitation, yeah.
Hesitation, cool. Okay, how about any normal driving faults, all the minor faults?
I think everything was fine because, you know, the difficult junction that we'll be doing, there was a trolley there and I think I hesitated on that one as well because I thought it was driving but it was just parked, so I had to go around it, but I hesitated a bit too long, I guess. Okay, so guys, Erika is actually from Wolverhampton, so she's familiar with the area. So this is a bit of an advantage over the normal learners I get because they come from all over. Yeah. So is there anything else in your driving that you don't feel 100% on? Clutch control. I tend to stall a lot. Okay. So I'm a bit nervous about that, and I think
obviously, guys, sorry, let me get this in, that Erika hasn't driven this car, so that's why she's feeling nervous.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's first time she's driving this car. Sorry, carry on.
Clutch control and I think turnings. So mostly clutch control on the hills as well. So
okay, and when you say turnings,
left. I make two big turnings. My dad said.
You make two big turnings.
So I go too wide.
Oh, too wide steering. Yeah. So you steer too wide.
Yeah, steering is definitely.
Cool. So we'll check everything out today. So this is going to last around 40 minutes. Yeah. And you've seen the videos. I won't, if you do make a fault or anything, I won't say anything during a test, but we'll talk about it at the end. Yeah. But for obviously when I do edit the video, all the faults will be talked about just before they happen. Any good points will be talked about as well. Yeah. So any serious faults will be in red text. Any normal driving faults I'll mark in amber text.
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously, you know how many serious faults you're allowed?
0.
Good. And normal driving faults?
8.
15.
15?
Yeah. Okay. As long as you don't keep doing the same one again and again.
Okay.
And how many serious faults are you going to do today?
0.
Okay. Right then. So the tell me question?
Yes.
Okay. So could you tell me how you check your brakes are working before starting the journey?
Okay. I'll turn my ignition but not my engine, and I'll press down on my pedal, on my brake pedal, to see if it's feel spongy. And if I turn on my ignition, go a bit forward, press the brake, it shouldn't go either way.
That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. But you can start your engine and then check it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right then, so whenever you're ready, if you could move off. So it started to rain, then it stopped. The wiper lever is on that right hand side there, yeah?
Like up?
Okay, yeah, up.
Okay.
You just push it up gently once, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So whenever you're ready, please, if you could move off. So I won't be following the sat nav. I'll give you some signs to follow in the independent driving part, yeah? Okay. At the end of the road, if you could turn left, please. Erika approaches this turn at a good speed and selects first gear at the correct time. When turning left, you should follow the curb so you have a good position to enter the new road. Erika doesn't steer enough, so is slightly wide. From here now, if you could follow signs to Warsaw, yeah? So keep following the signs until I tell you otherwise. Now we are following signs to Warsaw, which is right at these traffic lights. When turning right at these lights, the oncoming vehicle is also turning right, but there is another vehicle behind it which is continuing straight ahead. Erika decides to go. This was a bit risky as she didn't have a good view of that vehicle, but that vehicle was slow, so we didn't really affect it. Erika decides to overtake this parked lorry, which is fine. When overtaking, you should check the centre and right mirrors before steering towards the right. Erika checks the mirrors after overtaking, but not before. Erika shows good awareness by noticing the keep clear marking and not blocking the junction. When moving off in this situation, it's important to check both side mirrors to look out for any cyclists. Erika doesn't check the mirrors. Just push the wiper lever down for me. We are still following signs to Warsaw, which is right third exit at this roundabout. So Erika should signal right on the approach. She does signal, but signals too early. She should have waited until we had passed the road to her right. Erika enters this roundabout well. She checks the mirrors at the correct time before exiting. I would advise you guys to check the left mirror again, not just the once. As you'll see that after this mirror check, Erika does take a few seconds to change lanes. And in those few seconds, the situation can change. When turning left, Erika doesn't check the mirrors before signalling. Warsaw's left here. When attempting to join this dual carriageway, it's not safe, so Erika stops, which is good. But after stopping, she forgets to select first gear to move off, so stalls. She does react well though. Erika keeps a safe distance from the vehicle ahead. But when moving off, again she doesn't check the side mirrors. Here Erika brings the clutch pedal up too quick and stalls. And she does the same again. Coming up is Erika's first serious driving fault. We are going straight ahead at this roundabout. There is a car blocking our path, so Erika decides to overtake, which is actually a good decision. But when steering around that vehicle, Erika doesn't steer enough and gets way too close.
Steer more please. Steer more please.
When exiting this roundabout, Erika doesn't signal. Now Erika is in the right hand lane. It's vital that you position in the centre of your lane unless you are changing lanes. But instead of sticking to her lane, Erika starts to drift into the left lane. There is another vehicle close behind in the left lane, so I had to intervene.
Keep to your lane.
Erika enters this roundabout in third gear, which is too high a gear for our speed. She sorts it out just in time. Because of her lane selection earlier, Erika is driving in the right hand lane, and on a dual carriageway, this lane should only be used for overtaking or turning right. If Erika continues to drive in this lane, then it would be marked as a serious driving fault. But Erika does the correct thing and moves over to the left safely. This roundabout, Erika approaches and enters well. She also shows good lane discipline after entering the roundabout. But when exiting the roundabout, she doesn't check her mirrors.
Normal sign following there, yeah? If you could just follow the road to the left now, please.
When approaching this bend, Erika selects the correct gear, but keeps the clutch pedal down. This is what we call coasting.
Keep to the left-hand lane. Just follow the road to the left. At the roundabout, turn left, please.
At this roundabout, Erika signals left too late. And as we approach the roundabout, it is safe to enter, so second gear would have been fine. Erika selects first gear, which slows us down too much. When stopping, Erika parks up using the correct routine
and in a safe place.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
She forgets to select neutral before taking her foot off the clutch, so stalls.
Okay, and move off when you're ready, please.
When moving off, Erika carries out good observations and moves off when there is a safe, suitable gap. In my opinion, she does signal too early. It's not ideal just to put your signal on until you see a safe gap, as it could confuse vehicles that are overtaking. Ahead there is a zebra crossing. A view to the left is restricted due to the parked vehicles. Watch how Erika makes the extra effort to look for pedestrians that could be waiting at the crossing. Excellent awareness. Again, Erika shows good awareness by noticing the traffic ahead and not blocking the crossing. Now this is a big roundabout with spiral markings. I've asked Erika to turn right and take the 4th exit. I've seen many people get confused with the markings and end up in the wrong lane. But Erika does it perfectly. She follows the marking well, stays in the correct lane, and carries out good observations before exiting the roundabout.
Roundabout, turn right, 2nd exit, please.
At this roundabout, Erika makes another serious driving fault. She signals right and changes lanes well. Now after changing lanes, she should signal right again as we are turning right at the roundabout, but she doesn't signal. And some of you may think that this is a bit harsh, but I've seen this marked as a serious driving fault on an actual driving test.
Car park, please.
In this car park, I'll ask Erika to do the forward bay parking maneuver. When I first ask Erika to do the maneuver, she does check the mirrors, but then she stops to sort out her position, which is fine, but doesn't carry out any observations before steering into the bay. This could have been a serious fault, but there was no one around or behind us, and like I said, Erika did check the mirrors earlier.
And if you could park forward into any bay on the right here, please. Okay, and if you could reverse back out, please. So the front of the car is facing that way, yeah? We're going to drive out that way.
Oh, that, okay.
Yeah. And just follow the road to the right, please.
Now we have a hazardous situation with a cyclist ahead. It's important to leave enough space when overtaking the cyclist. Erika deals with this really well. Now I'm going to ask Erika the show me question, which she gets correct, eventually.
Erika, if you could show me how to wash the back windscreen, please.
Sorry.
Thank you. Got there in the end. And if you could just park up on the left for me, please.
Now we're back at the test centre. Let's find out what Erika thought about her driving.
That was fun.
Okay, so obviously that's the end of the test. Anything you did? Did you pass or fail?
Oh my god. Oh, that was bad. Yeah.
Where do you think you failed? Where do you think you messed up?
I think it's just loads of minors that became majors.
On
And stalling, so clutch control.
Let's talk about that stalling. Yeah, you stalled a few times. You did say.
That was a problem.
Yeah. Do you know where that happens?
Why?
Yeah.
I think I got off the clutch too quick.
Yeah, you're getting the boiling point good. Then just trying to rush off it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it. Just take it a lot easier. Just after the white points, try 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. But you reacted quite well to it. Like because we were in traffic when you were stalling.
Yeah. In the beginning, it was going fine, and then I did a bit too much of it, and then.
But every time you stalled, did it really affect anyone?
Okay.
Yeah, because we were in traffic, it was okay. Yeah, you didn't really hold anyone up, so we got away with that. Okay, but something you definitely need to sort out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I think one of my serious faults was that I brushed that red car.
Yeah. It was a good decision to go because it was safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't steer enough. You got really close.
Exactly.
Okay, then after that, obviously you exited off into the right-hand lane, which is fine. Yeah. Okay, you could have just come over into the left.
back, yeah.
Okay, you did check your mirrors, but when you went in the right-hand lane, you were drifting over to the left. It was only by that much, but there was another car
Okay.
next to us. So you had to slow down then.
Okay.
Yeah, like it was only by that much, but on a dual carriageway, you got to obviously stick to your lane. You got to restrict your lane, especially if there's a car next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you're driving on the motor, you wouldn't be driving in a bit in the other lane, would you? Yeah. So you did those 2 serious faults together there. Okay. And the other thing, at one of the roundabouts, you forgot your right signal when we were towards the end. Yeah, you signalled right to change lanes, but you didn't signal at the roundabout. There were cars around us. Again, the examiner can mark that as a serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There are a lot of good points to your driving. Yeah, your roundabouts, your lane discipline on the roundabouts, excellent. Sometimes when you're approaching, you're just rushing for the clutch though first. Yeah, which speeds
Too early.
Yeah, a bit too early. Slow the car down. How do you slow the car down?
Braking.
Yeah, and then put the clutch down.
Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes just coasting. Yeah. Yeah, there were a few minors there. Yeah, which you'll obviously see back in the video. But the main one I think you need to sort out is your mirrors. Yeah, in general they're good. Yeah.
I'll do it at the same time or after I signal. Yeah.
So when we're in traffic and you're moving off. Yeah. You're only checking that centre mirror. Check your side mirrors.
Okay.
Why is that important when you're moving off in traffic?
Cars that might come.
Forget cars. What else could come in the small gaps?
Bikers.
Yeah. You're not looking out for that at all, yeah. Okay. And when you're exiting a roundabout, when you're turning right and you have to change lanes, like one of that big spiral roundabout we did, 4th exit, that was brilliant. Yeah. But then in general, when you're exiting a roundabout, if you're going straight ahead, you're not
looking. Yeah.
You're not looking.
I just assume that I can.
Yeah. Okay.
I noticed that when I'm driving.
Yeah.
I just feel like I made a mistake there by not looking.
but you can easily pass your next driving test. Yeah. Okay. So you've got obviously a few lessons still.
I've got like 3 lessons right before it, and I'm just driving my car with my dad.
Do you store much in with your driving instructor?
With my driving instructor, not. I don't know if it's the car, because I thought it was. I never store that much until I bought the car that we have now, which is a really old car, and you do everything by yourself.
Yeah, but
I'm stalling more than normally. This was like one of my worst driving.
Cool. Well, like I said, you had a lot of good points there, yeah. And so just
clutch control.
Yeah, just build
mirrors.
on that. Yeah. You can easily sort this out in a couple of lessons. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna pass. Okay. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Thank you. I don't think so. I think I'll be able to look back on it in the video.
Cool.
When is that gonna?
It'll be in about 3 to 4 weeks' time.
Okay.
Okay. So, Erika, thank you very much for doing the mock test.
Thank you.
And guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks.